All of us reach a point in time where we are depleted and need to somehow find a way to reignite the fire within. But how do we spark that flame? Welcome to Reignite Resilience, where we will venture into the heart of the human spirit. We'll discuss the art of reigniting our passion and strategies to stoke our enthusiasm. And now, here are your hosts, Natalie Davis and Pamela Cass.
All right, we are back with Bart, who left us on a cliffhanger because, Bart, you left us with, he said, I don't know how much research you've done, but, and I feel like you were about to pull something out.
Yes.
I think I know what it is, but go right ahead.
So I lost my lower left leg March 25th, 2024.
Okay.
I found out in about October the year before. And when I found out, obviously the first thoughts were, how bad is this going to hurt? And all this good thing, all those not good things, I should say. But my twisted mind goes like this. Okay, I don't like this. I don't want it to happen, but it has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I monetize it? And so here's my leg.
Okay.
You have the samurai.
The side hustle samurai.
Yes, on the leg.
So it's
Yes.
tax deductible.
Perfect.
And so 6 months, 6 months.
Matt laugh, but when you say that you monetize everything,
You monetize even your leg. Even your leg. You monetize it.
So 6 months post-op, I'm in an appointment with my prosthetist. And I said, Scott, you know that I interviewed 3 other prosthetists before I decided on you. One of them had a guy I could talk to and ask, how bad's it going to hurt? What about phantom pain? What about this? What about that?
Yeah.
Scott, you don't have a guy. I'm your guy. And that started the conversation. He's like, well, what do you want? And I was like, I don't want a job. I don't want to come into the office. I want to be on retainer. You send me the phone numbers. I go talk to the people, meet with them, do whatever they need, and I get paid. And so
Wow.
I'm on retainer with them. It's been a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't thought about it before, when the opportunity came up, I don't know that I would have taken action.
Right.
Because it was in my head, okay, how can I monetize it?
Yes.
I didn't know how. I kind of thought, well, maybe I'm going to get up on stage and tell people how good I did. I don't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. But then, like I said, the opportunity came up and it was just like, Scott,
Yes.
you don't have a guy and I'm your guy.
Yes.
And it's turned into more because I do outreach to doctors for them. They need a couple of different apps built. And I'm not a coder, but because of AI, I can build apps. And now I get compensated through him and other prosthetists that might want my app.
Exactly.
Love that.
And so thinking about these opportunities that may come up, or just ask the question,
Exactly.
it opens your mind to continue to think about it.
Yeah.
I think that was the level of curiosity that Pam and I were chatting about when we lost you just for a moment, a few moments ago. It's not just like when you talk about the opportunity and taking the action, and then not getting caught up in having to know all of the details, the specifics, right? Because when you had this conversation with Scott, it's not like you had a business built out already. You identified the need. You brought forward the strengths that you can help him with, right, to fulfill that need. And then you built out the what. What does it look like? And it has continued to evolve in just a
Yeah.
year and a half.
And his competition had a guy. So he needed a guy.
Neither.
Yes.
And so it was just pointing out the obvious to him. Hey, you need me. And then we negotiated. How much do you need?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And the opportunities in terms of building out the app and things of that nature, I'm assuming that comes from you staying in a place of curiosity to see what other gaps are there in the business that I could potentially fill.
Exactly. Well, and it's just, being honest with him and talking so another thing, I am a dog trainer.
That's
I I'm a dog trainer because we adopted several years ago, we adopted a 90-pound, 8-month-old Rottweiler that didn't know the word no.
oh,
Wow.
And I kept calling my buddy, his name's Sean. I was like, "Sean, Rex is doing this. What do I do?" And he would tell me. And about the 5th time I called him, he says, "Bart, we're doing the Train the Trainer program. Why don't you come take our Train the Trainer program and train your own dog? If you're not gonna pay me to train my dog, you need to learn how to train your own dog."
Yes.
And I mean, it was very low startup capital needed.
yeah.
And the first year I had a partner, I met a guy at the Train the Trainer program, an older, well, I say older, I'm older, older than me guy
Mhm.
that has no tech skills. And so we partnered up. I do all the tech, I do the incoming calls, and we share expenses on things. And the first year I did almost 100,000 in dog training and he did almost 50,000 part-time.
Okay.
And just because I adopted a Rottweiler that needed to be trained.
So you take every opportunity that is handed to you. I'm not going to say challenge, every opportunity that's handed to you, and you figure out how to monetize it. And so
Exactly.
the
And
question that I have for you, how many businesses do you have? Because every time you open your mouth, you're like, oh, well, I also have, this. I do this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I have this and I got this.
so I have probably 9,
Oh,
Okay. And
and some
do
of
they
them are
all
big
depend
and
on you?
so right out of college I bought my first home. And I was single. I had one room that I took, the best room of course, and then I rented out the other rooms
Of
to other
course.
single guys.
hmm
Yes.
Paid my mortgage and then some.
Yep.
Then I got married. We rented out the basement to some single girls in college. Me and my wife lived upstairs. Then when we moved to our current house, we looked for a home with an accessory apartment, a mother-in-law apartment, and I've never lived in a home that I haven't had at least half of my mortgage paid for by someone else.
Mhm.
And so that one doesn't require much unless it's empty, and then I have to get someone in or if I have to
Yeah.
fix something or that doesn't require much.
No.
I have a weight loss program that I promote. And this one, my wife, one time she said, "Bart, I'm getting a little more than I bargained for, and I would like to see a little less of you." And she says, "You've been working on that before picture long enough. It's time to start on the after picture." And once I admitted to her that yes, I do, because us
Yeah.
men, we kind of look in the mirror and we go, "Yeah."
Yeah. Still got it.
Or we go to Walmart and we look around, "I ain't that bad.
Look
I
good.
ain't that bad." So we have this deniability that we just can deny.
Yes.
So when I committed, I was like, "Okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get paid for it." My wife wanted what she bargained for, which was my wedding weight. She wanted to see that much of me and not more. So I went to GoDaddy, I typed in back to myweddingweight.com. It was available. I bought it. I didn't even know how I was gonna lose weight,
But you did it
I
anyway.
but I bought it. I held on to that for 7 years
Oh my.
because everything that was out there was about the 90-day challenge of me getting my butt to the gym and dieting,
Yeah.
and that wasn't in my DNA.
Yeah.
I would get there that first time, I'd pay for a 3-year contract to the gym, and then I never go again.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
finally, my friend from California, her name's Beth, she calls me up. She says, "Bart, you gotta try this. It's amazing. Even if you don't like it, you can get your money back. It's just amazing. You gotta try it." I'm like, Beth, calm down. What is it?" "It's the 10-day celebrity transformation cleanse." I paused for a second. I said, "Beth, I want to do a 10-day cleanse like I want a colonoscopy, and that's not very bad."
Pretty much the same.
Now,
Those are
Beth,
yes, exactly. They're basically the same thing.
she was kind of quick on her feet, and she says, "Well, at your age, you probably need both." And I've had both.
Wow.
So I denied it for the first little bit. She kept on me for about a year, and I tried it, and I lost 18 pounds in 10 days.
Oh,
I'm excited now. This is working. I took
Yeah.
about 5 days off. I did another one, lost another 11 pounds. So in less than 30 days, I'm down almost 30 pounds. I did 4 in 2 months and 5 days and got back to my wedding weight.
Nice.
And backtoMyWeddingWeight.com became a stream of income to me.
Mhm.
Now I have to be doing the cleanse for people to ask me, "Hey, how'd you do that? Hey, how did you do that?" And they see me drinking my green drink on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and then the questions come and it turns into a stream. But if I'm not doing anything, it doesn't produce income, but I still
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
And so most of the stuff I do requires a little bit of time. I'm big into AI right now
yes.
and learning. And I mean, if you're not learning AI right now, you're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so with Lovable, I build apps for different people. And so let's go back to the app that the prosthetist needed. So I do a 24-day board and train program for the dog training. Just because your dog minds me at my house doesn't translate to you at your house when it goes home unless you do what you need to do.
Mhm.
And people don't. So I told myself I need an app, an accountability app that shows them what to do day 1, day 2, day 3
Genius.
after the dog goes home.
Yes.
So I'm sharing this with my prosthetist. And he has had a couple of guys or people, I don't know if they were guys or women or not, couple of people that had a below the knee amputee.
Okay.
And because they didn't take care of themselves, they became above the knee amputee.
Okay.
And I said, well, why didn't they do it? Because I mean, he is very open that if you see anything wrong,
Hmm.
take a picture of it and send it to me,
Yeah.
text it to me. And I said, well, why didn't they do that? He's like, I guess they didn't want to bother me.
Mhm.
And
Mm,
so he says, I need an app for the first 90 days after an amputation to teach them what to do and what they need to do to create this new lifestyle for them.
Right.
So just out over doing, and it's just a little tweak from my dog training app to a prosthetist
Human
app.
for humans. Yes, exactly. Yes.
And
For
and so
self-care, we'll say that. Yes.
and then let's go back to the music thing. I love music, but I don't play an instrument well and I don't sing well. And so I create music using AI. I have 2 alter egos. One is Mason Kane and the other one is Dana Call. They both have albums on Spotify.
Love it.
Now, it's a tiny, tiny piece of income because you only get a little few, like a portion of a penny
yeah.
for a listen, but I'm doing it anyway. It's an outlet, it's a release for me. I
I
listen to my stuff more than I listen to anybody else's stuff because it's about me.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's one of those things that I'm doing it, so I'm gonna try and make money at it. One of my songs hits, and then pretty soon, all I need is 10 million listens and I make $30,000.
There you
Wow.
go. There you
Wow. Well, it's so interesting that you talk about the AI music, because two of my favorite artists right now are both AI, and makes my children insane, but it's good. It's
Well, and all the musicians hate it
Oh, yeah.
because when you do it with AI, the music theory is perfect
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
and it's well thought out. So me and Claude, we have a little collaboration, and sometimes I'm in tears and I'm just like telling Claude, I'm not crying, you're crying. And and it is just it's creative, but yet it is so perfect when it comes to the music theory and
Mhm.
when it comes to the both all of my albums have a creative arc.
Mhm.
Song 1 leads to 2 to 3 to 4 till we end on the 10th song. And most albums out there don't. They don't think that far.
was gonna say it probably comes from you buying the cassettes and the records because that was the progression back
Yeah.
when you had to buy all of the songs instead of them being independent songs that just could live by themselves. You were invested in the entire LP when you bought
Yes.
the record,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Had to listen.
And
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and then I argue with Claude because Claude will send out things and I'm just like, "But Claude." So there's one for and, I have to get in the head of a woman and think like a woman, but she's just separated from her man and she's out at the bar and someone says she looks nice and Claude said that she was, um, uncomfortable. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, "But Claude, why would she feel that way?"
Mm.
She's excited because someone thinks she's more than her ex
Yeah.
thought. She's
Yeah.
excited, she's nervous, and so we battle this out, me and Claude, about the lyrics and so it comes out better
Yeah,
than I mean, maybe it's I've never been in a band where they're trying to write music together. So maybe it's just like being in a band and they're,
probably.
"No, no, yes, no." I
I
don't know. But it's anyway,
love it.
yeah. I understand that your kids are up in arms because you like AI stuff, but gosh, I think a lot of the music is better
Yep.
if it's done properly.
Right.
Yes, agree.
Right.
I
Oh,
started
yes,
out
I've
not doing
listened
it
to some
properly.
awful AI music,
Yeah,
and it's yes, you're
and
exactly right, yes.
and you listen to the lyrics and you're like,
What?
"What?"
I think we need to do a Reignite Resilience, theme song, Natalie. Just
We could make a song,
throwing that
wi
out
using
there.
it absolutely, yeah, that's
So
exactly it.
I had it's a drug rehab, a drug program reach out to me, and I created a song for their event
That's cool.
using their guidelines, their mottos, and I just, me and like I said, we and Claude battled it out. We went through it, and then I actually had Mason Kane do it for him, and it's also published on Spotify as well. But it's
Beautiful.
and it's funny because I asked him, I said, how bad do you want it to get? Meaning, so this talks about, you know, you have you have a preacher who's you know, watching his son going through it. You have an old man that's been there and he or an old lady in her first circle,
Mhm.
a guy who thought about committing suicide, but he's still there because he made it, you know. Anyway, it's just yeah, it's just a great outlet and it's fun. It's fun and if I'm going to do it, I'm going to learn how to make money at it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love it. I love that. And then you have created a whole separate business, where you are the samurai. I'm assuming you're the samurai. You are the person
The
behind
side hustle
the
samurai?
side hustle samurai.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us about the side
Yeah.
hustle samurai.
So people have stuff in them. Just like, I mean, I do it naturally. Anything that crosses my path, I always ask that question. Most people don't, and I volunteered at a drug rehab center and I was helping them learn how to speak and tell their stories. And I was listening to Jen and she was telling her story about how as a kid, she thought that her life was like everybody else's because when her and her family were out and about, the abuse and the neglect didn't happen. It wasn't until they went home that it happened. And she thought everybody went home and the abuse and neglect happened. Until she went to college and had roommates, she didn't realize her life was different. And so I'm sitting in listening to Jen tell her story, and I'm thinking about my experiences with how I make money. And I'm saying, and the reason this was on top of my mind as I'm listening to her is because my sister denies this, but my sister posted on Facebook an article or a book about how to live on less than $28,000 a year. And in my mind, I said, why would I even want to read that? Tell me how to make more than
Mhm.
$28,000 a year and I'll read it.
Yeah.
But why would I want to learn how to live on less? And so I'm sitting there listening to Jen, and all the way home, I couldn't stop thinking about people don't think like I do. If you didn't grow up with my dad or someone like my dad,
Mhm.
you don't think like I do.
Right.
And so that's when I wrote my book, Monetize Your Mindset. And it is actually freshly done
Ooh,
because when I wrote it back in 2016, there was no AI. I mean, we were
Mm.
thinking about it, but nobody was using it.
mhm,
Yes.
And so I rewrote it to include a section on AI and how to, uses of
nice,
AI.
Yeah.
nice.
But and that I'm on my drive home from the drug rehab, I was thinking, and monetize your mindset came to my mind. I got home, I typed in GoDaddy.
Mhm.
Monetizeyourmindset.com was available. I bought it. This is a theme. This is
How many of
something comes to my mind. I go to GoDaddy, I buy it.
how many of those GoDaddies do you have? Do you know?
Probably 30
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
And some of them I use, some of them I don't,
Exactly. Yet, you don't use
and
them
they
yet. I'm sure that you will in the
exactly.
future. Yes. Or sell them to someone who finally comes around to
Yes, sell it for
monetizeyourmindset.com.
yeah.
I should look into that.
And so
Now
I
let me
don't
pay
ha
Bart like $1 million for the link. Yes.
well, and I don't have I don't have sidehustlesamurai.com.
Okay,
It's been offered to me, but I haven't bought it yet, but I have the
okay,
sidehustlesamurai.com.
perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
And I may break down and buy sidehustlesamurai.com, but right now I'm waiting for him to come back with a lower amount and ask me
Yes.
again.
Yes. Well, the website is already beautiful. So, I mean, wherever it's parked, I guess it doesn't really have that big of a difference because you're making an impact with the work that you're doing anyway.
Mhm,
It's there.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
And so that's what started it all, was
Yeah.
listening to Jen tell her story.
Yeah.
mm, that's
And
awesome.
I just started to think, people don't think like I do.
Yeah,
How can I help them see the things that are just right there? I don't I come in with no agenda when I'm working with somebody.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not trying to get you to join my network marketing company or sell my stuff.
yeah,
We go through their life experiences. I have them make 3 lists. What do you like to do? What do you need to do? What are you already doing? And you need to don't think about, "Oh, can you monetize it yet?" Just make these lists, and then we'll go back later, we'll do some research. We'll ask the question, "How can I monetize this?
Yes.
How can I monetize this?" And then let your mind think on it for a week, because you've opened your mind to say, "Okay." And another fellow speaker of mine that I know his name, oh shoot, now I said I'm gonna tell his name and now I can't remember his name. Mike Rayburn. His motto is "What if?"
Uh,
So if you tell somebody, or your brain tells you you can't do that, or if a friend says you can't do that, well then you say, okay, I know I can't, but if I could, how
What
would
if?
I start?
Yeah.
And that opens your mind to continue to think. So the same thing with asking, how can you monetize this? It opens your mind and gives your mind permission to think. And so I was helping this bus driver. She came to me with an idea. She already had her idea. And I said, okay, Stephanie, just humor me and let's go through my process. And she's like, okay. So I gave her the job to go make these lists. 2 days later, and we're going to meet next week. 2 days later, she calls me Bart. She calls me up and she says, Bart, I'm so mad at you. I'm like, okay. I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. I'm like, Stephanie, as far as I know, I was in
Here.
my house in
I was
my own bed.
do that.
Well, I thought of something and I was so excited I couldn't go back to sleep, and I was just making lists of things I need to do to get it off the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And I had nothing to do with that other than getting her starting thinking.
Yeah,
Yes.
And if you just give people the permission to investigate, they're going to come up with the stuff on
Mhm.
their own.
Mhm.
And so by making these lists and then refining the list and then doing the research, which is very important, something's going to bubble up. Something's going to come up, maybe 3, 4, 5 things of the top things you need to try first.
Mhm.
And you need to do your research and make sure it's something you want to do.
Yeah.
So there is a Japanese restaurant that I love in Japan. It's called Koko Ichiban Curry. It's a Japanese curry restaurant. First place I go when I land, it's the last place I go before I leave. I love it. And so I'm over in Japan. And if you go to the ones by the military bases in Japan on a Friday or a Saturday night, you think you're in America because that's where all the GIs are.
Okay.
So Americans love this stuff. I'm like, okay, I need to take this to America. This will be awesome. I had a buddy of mine in Japan that offered to fund it. And he said it like this. And I had to check with my other Japanese friends to make sure I understood what he was saying because he said, if we make money, we split it. If you don't make any money, if we fail, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I had free money
Yes,
to start
exactly.
this
That's what it
business.
sounds like. Yes.
Yeah.
I got back here to America and I started doing my research. And I talked to some people that were in the restaurant industry and how they started up and what it took. We did some mock restaurants at our house to see if people would like it. We did all this stuff and I decided, you know what? I don't want to work that hard.
Yeah. Restaurants are a lot.
And so I said no. I gave up the free money because I didn't want to do it.
It's not on the list of the things that you enjoy doing. It goes back to the list that you talk about. Like, what do you enjoy?
Yeah.
If that's not on your list, take it off.
Yeah.
Well,
Even for free
I'm gonna
money.
push back on that a little bit.
Even for free money? Yeah.
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit because I don't necessarily enjoy having my leg cut off.
Yes. Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be doing this stuff anyway, so we joke before this happened, my nightly routine to get in bed was brush my teeth and hop in bed, and I'm waiting for my wife to get done putting all the stuff on her face,
Yep.
Yes.
and it's 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, like, "Can we turn off the light already?" And now with my leg, I'm putting creams and stuff on my leg
Yes.
and washing things,
Yeah.
and so it's a whole new routine, and so I don't like that routine, but I've learned it,
Yeah.
and other people need I do enjoy helping other people with learn how to
Yeah.
deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's just a little bit of pushback, and I'm not telling your audience they need to go chop off body parts to
Yeah.
create a
No,
side
no,
hustle,
no.
not advised.
Yeah. But
But
No.
the things that you need to do is highly overlooked.
yeah.
I
Mm.
have a friend, so my prosthetist, he told me, "You need to go see a grief counselor to say goodbye to your foot." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go say goodbye to my foot." And it was kind of weird. You're writing letters to your foot and saying I'm sorry and having the foot say they're sorry back. And anyway, my grief counselor was one of my friends, and she's a grief counselor not because she wants to be.
Yeah.
She's a grief counselor because she lost her son when he was like 15 to some sort of cancer, or I don't remember exactly what it was. So don't overlook the things that you need to do, the things that you have overcome, because those are the things that a lot of people need.
And that's what's been really the theme of our podcast is every single person that's been on here has gone through some sort of challenge and has taken it and done something with it. Speaking, coaching, books, fill in the blank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Finding purpose in it. Yeah. Wow.
My goodness. Bart,
Yeah.
this has been amazing.
Yeah.
And you kind of give us some
Mm.
insight when you start working with people, making sure that they take some time with their list they put together. Do you have any other advice that you would leave our listeners with if they are on this cusp of wanting to monetize more things in their life? Let's just say, not say everything, but more things in their life.
So it's
Where do you invite them to start?
so it's to start is just to make your list.
Mm.
Okay. But my dad, even in death, taught me a very huge lesson. Have you guys heard the story Acres of Diamonds?
No.
So it's an old story. It's about a Persian farmer that sold his farm and he went in search of diamonds. He died broke alone in a foreign land. He never found them. The farmer that purchased his farm was watering his camel in the brook that ran through the property and saw this strange rock. And he picked it up and it was an uncut diamond. He found literally acres of diamonds in what was Alia Fed's backyard. My family, we have a similar story. Instead of acres of diamonds, we call it acres of pig poop. So, like I mentioned earlier, Dad was a pig farmer. I grew up in a small town. More pigs than people in our town because of us. At any one time, we had, I don't know, 15, 20,000 pigs on the farm. Now, we ran about 2,000 sows. You know what a sow is? It's a mama pig.
Okay.
It's like a
Okay.
female.
And so, on a mama pig can have 2.5 times, have litters 2.5 times a year. And on our farm, we average 9.97 pigs per litter.
Wow.
And so if you do the math,
It's a lot of pigs.
I'm an
Exactly.
accountant, so I can figure this stuff out. That equals a lot of pig poop.
Yes.
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 We had these 3 man-made ponds that we would divert the stuff into, settling ponds. One year it'd go to this one, next year this one, next year this one, just rotate, rotate, rotate. When Dad was in his mid-60s, he decided it was time to shut down the pig operation, and he was gonna go search for his next acres of diamonds, his next big thing. He died at age 81, he never found it. 2 years after his death, we sold the pig farm for $285,000, which was a fair price for the property at the time. The new owners, about 6 months after that, were leveling those man-made ponds. Now, they'd been dry on top for years, but the heavy graders going across the middle of one of those ponds and broke through the crust and sunk up to its belly in this black muck. They called in experts and to figure out what it was, and well, I mean, we knew what it was. We should anyway. But is it dangerous? Is it safe? Right there on the spot, they offered the new owners of our farm $2,000 a ton for the stuff.
Mm, mm.
That's $1 a pound for old pig poop.
Yeah.
The farm that we sold for $235,000 was now worth over $1 million.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Acres of
Acres of
pig poop
diamonds.
was right
Exactly.
under my dad's nose.
Oh my gosh.
And so I want to ask your listeners, what about you? Are you on the verge of discovery or are you overlooking them like Alia Fed and my dad? Because they could be right in your own backyard, right within your grasp, right there under your
Under
nose,
your nose, right under your
and
notes.
they may even look like a pile of pig poop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just got to open your eyes to the opportunities that are all around you so that you have the resources to deal with life when it happens. I'm not about creating millionaires. I'm not about get rich quick. It's about finding something that brings in that extra cash so that you have the resources for when life happens. And that's what I would leave your audience with and tell them they need to pay attention to what's right here that's hard for you to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing side hustle samurai gem for us to end with. Bart, that was awesome. I love that.
So good.
Yeah, don't overlook the things that are right in front of you. That's There's so much that we already have access to or familiarity with or what have you. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Love that. Oh
Mm.
my goodness. Bart, is there anything that you would like to leave our guests with that our listeners with that we haven't touched on today?
So I do have a free gift for everybody if they want to go
Perfect.
get it. It is a 1K blind spot assessment.
Perfect.
What is blocking you from making your first $1,000 in a side hustle? And you can find that at youridealsidehustle.com.
Perfect. Youridealsidehustle.com will also make sure that we drop the link in the show notes so people can go and do that assessment.
It'll take about 30 minutes. I know it's a big ask for people, but it'll really give you some insights into what are you overlooking? What do you need to fix
Yeah.
or pay attention to, I should say,
Yeah.
in order to open up your mind and get there to where you can make that extra side hustle.
Love that.
I love it.
That is huge. Thank you for offering that to our listeners. We really appreciate it. And for giving us all of the insight and background and personal stories. Those are always great as well. Thank you for bringing all of that and all of the wisdom to our listeners and to both Pam and I. This has been an amazing opportunity. So
Yeah.
we are truly grateful.
So much.
Well, thanks for having me. I enjoyed the conversation, even though if it got interrupted there right at the right time.
I
Leave
was
you
going
with
to
a
say, it's
cliffhanger.
always divine time. It was the
Perfect.
perfect timing. It's going to work for this episode for sure. Thank you so much, Bart. For our listeners, we will make sure that we drop the link in the show notes as well as Bart's contact information so that you can go over and check out the Side Hustle Samurai and all that he's offering and what's going on in his world. And you all know the deal. If you want to know what's happening in the world of Reignite Resilience, head on over to reigniteresilience.com. Until next time, we'll see y'all soon.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining us today on the Reignite Resilience podcast. We hope you had some aha moments and learned a few new real-life ideas to fuel the flames of passion. Please subscribe on your favorite streaming platform, like or download your favorite episodes, and of course, share with your friends and family. We look forward to seeing you again next time on Reignite Resilience.
Reignite Resilience family, we are so excited to share with you that the book, The Quiet Gift, A Journey of Self-Worth and Resilience, is now available on audiobook at Amazon. Make sure that you check the link in the show notes so that you can click on that and download a copy of the audiobook. This is an amazing story written by Pam as a part of the Red Journal series and narrated by Kristen Aiken Salata. So we hope you enjoy. Until next time, we'll see you soon.